to demonstrate, for example, humility.
It all begins there for me. It's blessed are the poor in spirit. Jesus is basically saying, blessed are the spiritual beggars. In God's kingdom, there's a value to recognize that we don't have it all. Help. Where else does marriage begin than with this recognition of I have no clue? Marriage to me is this beautiful thing where you have these two people who know nothing about what it means to be married, how to live with each other, and they're going in it together, and they're called how to figure it out. To me, that's one of the most beautiful aspects of marriage is we are equally ignorant, and yet we're going to figure it out together. And if you show me a couple, show me an individual who's willing to recognize their own ignorance, their own inability, and then to get help and to read and to study and to learn, there is no limit on what they can become and what they can do.
To help those couples struggling in this area, when is there, or what kind of sign is there for pride slipping into the marriage?
Yeah, pride is what kills marriage, right? And
what does it look like?
And a marriage will thrive in humility, it'll die in pride. I think about several. We can look in our own lives. How does pride look to us? Now, I think about if everything becomes personal, that's pride. Now, all right, if your wife doesn't like how you loaded the dishwasher, and you don't look at that as we have a disagreement over how to load the dishwasher, you feel that as a personal attack. That's pride. You're just disagreeing over dishes. But if you feel that personally, that's pride. If your wife can't influence you know, Jenny right now says, Kevin, you need to leave Colorado Springs right now. All right, I might ask her why, but if she's really dogmatic about it, I'm leaving. Like, I trust her. I know she's for me, and I know she loves me, and even if she's wrong, she really hasn't been before. And so I'm out of here. But for a lot of people, their spouses cannot influence them. Their opinions are what their opinions are, and their spouse has no say.
How are you doing?
Evidence of pride. You know, the Lord's been really good. I think He has dismantled my pride partly through
Just
my wife.
checking.
I mean, in a good way, she has called me out on some things, and it isn't always easy to.
What time is it, John?
But I appreciate what you're saying. Our guest is Kevin Thompson.
2:41.
This is Focus on the Family. Kevin's written a great book, Happily.
You did have your blood drawn today.
That's not a big deal.
But you mentioned a variety of resources.
How many times have you had your blood drawn in your life?
Oh, lots.
Stop by our website.
I've had two just in the last 2 weeks. This arm and this arm.
Let's get the second commitment. It's embracing the hurt. You had to deliver, I think, some difficult news to your grandfather. What happened?
Yeah, I was the one who let my grandfather know that my grandmother had died.
That is hard.
And so I actually drove him. He had always been the one in bad health. She had always been the healthy one. She died at 90, and she was a little irritated by it because she always thought she was going to live to be 100, and she was kind of shocked. And I was like, Mama, you've lived 8 years longer than the expectation here. But she said, yeah, but I've lived 10 years shorter than what I thought. And so I'll never forget driving my grandfather up to make the last visit. He was frail, and I had to be the one to take him. I'll never forget, we were driving to the hospital. It was right after work. And all of a sudden he says, hey, Kevin, look at that sunset. And I looked up, and sure enough, the sun was setting over Oklahoma. It was as beautiful as can be. And I thought to myself, how did he see that? He's about to go see his wife of 70 years for the last time, and he knows it. How did he see that? That was just who my grandfather was. He had the ability in the midst of experiencing the bad to see the good.
His eyes were open.
His eyes were open to see it. And so we went and had that visit. I brought him home, and the next day she died. And I was the one that came home and leaned down before him and let him know that she was gone. And it was such a tremendous honor to do so, and yet such a tremendous heartbreak to see the man that I so love suffering in such a way. And yet this idea of within love there comes this hurt and this pain and this sorrow. And we live in a time and a society that avoids that with all costs. You know, back in the old days, you lived out on the farm, animals lived and they died. You were there for birth, you were there for death. When a loved one died, the body was kept in the home, the funeral was there, the visitation might be there. Now we are distanced from all of that to such an extent that people get very uncomfortable.